Welcome back to Stuck Inside Gaming's playthrough of Alan Wake. In the last episode, the junkyard section was not as bad as I thought it was, and we had another encounter with birds. Not liking birds. In fact, I'm fairly certain they are the worst enemy I've had so far in this game. Maybe. Maybe with a couple exceptions of the darkness itself. Literally throwing things at me. Which is just flat out rude as far as I'm concerned. Uh-oh. Somebody lost their hat. Are there any rednecks around here? Somebody lost their hat. No. I don't want it. Lord knows what's on it. God only knows what you could catch out in a place like this. And back into the woods for me. Yeah, you'd think that the writer would actually have more stamina as the game progresses, because the travels and trials in the night are akin to a marathon at this point. Just a non-stop panicking run. You see?
Damn.
Oh, hey, look. Somebody came along for the ride. Not the one I wanted. Also not the one I wanted. Think about a flashbang. I really don't have a big deal. Now, if you'll excuse me. By the power of Grayskull! Engineering. Grayskull Engineering. Grayskull Engineering. We give you the power to keep the lights on. I don't know what that was. I didn't like it, and I didn't see it. I just care about Speedy Gonzalez here. Come on, Speedy. Boom! That wasn't Speedy, but it still got Speedy. Coffee! Oh, hey, I recognize that boat. Flashbangs always seem to come in pairs. Not complaining, but I do find that slightly strange. If I did, it wasn't enough. Going with all this foliage. Alright, don't get me wrong, I'm very content that that happened. And who says the darkness is against me? Just gotta check it out, of course. Be too careful. Oh shit. I feel like that would have given more impact than that, but who can really say? I've never actually seen a train car go flying. I saw that. And I felt that. Barge. Okay. I know you said some things. I know you made me do some things. But can't we just deal with this like professionals? I mean, look, I'm cleaning up your messes, alright? The least you could do is give me a little bit more common courtesy about this. I mean, come on, I'm trying to finish the story you want me to write. Granted, I'm trying to put my own spin on the ending, but so what? Lots of stories end differently than how they were originally intended to. And the story's supposed to evolve naturally, you know? Yeah, exactly. The darkness wears her face. Yeah, see? That wasn't in the original concept of the story. Well, I've played enough Destiny to know that's true. Oh! Ow. Okay, now who can I trip into that? That's the real question.
I needed to get the generator running.
Oh, what? No long-winded narrative for that one? I think even Alan's getting tired of his own narrative. Tired of writing the story already, are we? Alright, who's opening squeaky doors? Can I take this truck? I would like to take that truck. Oop. Flashbang. Oh, no second flashbang this time. Okay, I really can't take that. So, what do we do? Something to do with the generator. Which means something to do with the power lines. It's down so... Yeah, that noise doesn't bode well. Oh, I gotta go this way. Generator's right there. And my jumping out enemies are... stuff. Jump out enemies are... right behind me! Oh. That's right. Come on. Just walk right into it. Come on. Walk into it. You know you want to. Outsmarted by electrical wire. That's great. Aww. Man. Always breaking shit. Well, at least I can rest knowing I have all but one page.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Couldn't you just will the darkness to be dead in that case? If your will manifests itself in such a way, because you are the author of this tale, you could just, theoretically, will the darkness to be
Turn
dead.
back now.
Quit screaming at me! Open sesame. Open sesame!
Do as you're told.
If I had been just a couple centimeters closer, or inches, that would have killed me. Yeah.
It's never left you.
Yeah. She only loved the bride of her. Destroy the tornado. Broadsided by a cart. Get out of here. Next.
You will fail.
Pick up all the...
right into its heart to hurt it.
Oh, that's one thing. So I can handle
It's over.
Please don't tell me that was it. Can't be it. I haven't gotten to the cabin yet. Okay. Are we just gonna toss it or are we gonna hop it? We're gonna hop it. Grab me, sweet Cthulhu!
Hell!
That moment when you realize your idea was probably the worst possible idea you've ever had in your life.
Shh, baby. You were having a bad dream.
Then why don't you seem more concerned?
It was just another nightmare.
No,
Everything's fine. You're home.
Nope.
it wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on! Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman?
Who? I've forgotten who that
I
is.
read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to
Hello.
bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning.
No. We won't. You'll get out of my way.
Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
Ow. Give. Oh no, it's the Big Daddy. He's back.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass.
I've noticed that, genius.
It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must find your way to the cabin. It won't let you pass. I've noticed that, genius. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must find your way to the cabin. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. must fill its heart with light.
But it has no heart. You just said so. Why is there a second me?
Don't mind him, he's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone.
Wait, what? No.
Use the clicker.
What do you mean when I'm gone? No, seriously, what do you mean when I'm gone? Coffee! Wait. Do I need these in a certain order, or...
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't.
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I know.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan? What are you doing? Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You sure about that? I feel like that's one of those suppressed memories you would get if you actually shut everything out. And what with the car crash? Oh, so I can't pick up the phone. Is there a problem if I don't do all of these? Or am I creating a bad end?
You're not my Barbara.
Because
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece.
I don't need
will
to
love
hear
you
this.
forever.
No,
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas! Put it down!
It's filled with darkness. Cut it out. I'll take you back to the dense occasion.
You know, that's not helping anybody establish Tom as the good guy. Maybe we've been helping the wrong guy. Like, I won't deny that the darkness obviously is the villain, but
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I?
have
Let
we
me go!
really been helping the right person?
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I wanted him to write. Now it's too late.
Oh, I should have held back. I wanted to hear all that.
Now you will never get her back.
Fill its heart with light. I got a couple
Much older
flashbacks
than
left.
you. Older than your first work of art.
Okay.
I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
The ultimate in electric shock therapy. And it was just a button on two ends of strings. But what was that dealio with Mr. Scratch? What do you mean when I'm gone? I need an answer to that, and I'm about to get it, but I want an answer to this. Who is Mr. Scratch and why, Zane? Why?
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Oh no! Days passed like eons, and every day was like the life age of the earth. Spooky. Come on, Alice, fight it. Fight the evil. It's still dark.
Alan? Alan?
I'm assuming the context is Alan giving his life for her, but I don't know. Okay. And all was as it should be. Okay, so this town just run like clockwork. 'Cause I'm pretty sure that exact same train and plane went by when we first got here. Yeah, the real good guys, the real heroes, minus the one. The true hero of this tale. Oh, and the duties of Lightbringer passed on to a new generation, I guess. Wait, so is Alan the darkness now? What was that?
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
It's a pond.
Wake up.
What the hell kind of ending was that? What does it mean it's not a lake, it's an ocean? That the darkness is just that vast? That we barely begun? What? Some too deep for you ending bullshit? Fuck you. No, I don't care. Screw you. I'm probably gonna get copyright claim for this song, but I don't care. I've gotten copyright claim for like three or four songs in this whole playthrough. Not like it's my fault because I already paid for the game. But no. You really didn't work for any kind of payoff for that. And I know there's the DLC, American Nightmare, whatever it's called. But first questions, of course. Who the hell was Mr. Scratch? And where does he fit into all that? Second question, and this still bothers me, and I'm not letting it go because, frankly, this really should have been something that they considered. Whose police cruiser was that in the, what, 4th episode I did? Whose police cruiser? The sheriff had to be missing somebody. Okay, so the story, in my opinion, the best way I can put it, it gets a 3 out of 5 if I had to give it 5 stars as max. It comes off very pretentious, and to be frank, I never really felt like Alan was doing it for her so much as for her, for him, if that makes any sense to anybody. The graphics were alright, the concept fairly good, fairly well executed, I suppose. The darkness as a whole, just being, oh, it's older than, it's been here since forever ago, and no. I'm not a fan of how they work the darkness in this, just generic, oh, evil, darkness, boo, spooky. I feel like if they wanted to go the artist route, they should have taken a little more, and I've never read it, so I can't really say this, but even if I can't really say it, I feel like I still should. It should have taken more from the concept of the King in Yellow, or any Lovecraftian stories. I've played a couple Lovecraftian themed games in my time. This was not that. Overall, I'm sorry for those of you who like this game, but I kind of have to rate the entire thing overall an average 2 to 3 out of 5. It is. I don't feel like it's as great as I ever heard it was. It was an okay experience, don't get me wrong, but it was not great. It's not the best game of all time. It's just average. Minus the music. The music's good. I especially like the 2 songs that we got in, like, chapter 2 and 3. Like, for the ending credits. Those 2 songs, Lady of the Light and War. I don't think those are the actual titles, but those 2 songs were good. And I did like the 2 brothers, the guys of Valhalla, whatever it was called. Those guys were good. But what happened to the real star of the show, Barry? What happened to Barry? I want to know what happened to Barry. I kind of want to see if there's anything after the credits, just to, because you got to know this is a story kind of like a movie. I think this is actually around the time they were doing video games in the style of movies, interactive movies. So it would kind of make sense if there's an after credits scene showing, you know, what happened to Alice after. But I'm tempted to skip, but I don't want to skip in case it actually skips the actual ending. So I'm just gonna let it sit for a bit, and if there is anything at the end, I'll cut to it. The Sudden Stop, written by Alan Wake. Departure, written by Alan Wake. Alan Wake's journey through the night will continue. And I guess there is no after credits scene. So, as I said, game's fairly average with the exception of good music, some pretty likable characters, not exactly a great protagonist, and as a result, not exactly a compelling story, in my personal opinion. But it was an experience, and I hope you all enjoyed watching it. I do sincerely apologize for how long it actually took me to get through this game, but to tell you the truth, and I think if you've been on this trip with me, you can somewhat agree, that a lot of this kinda was a slog at times. And, you know, stories have to have pacing, and I feel like a game about writing a story should have had better pacing. But maybe I'm not exactly well taught in the aspects of writing, pacing, good storytelling. After all, I've never written anything, or at the very least never published anything. So, now I gotta go find something to play after this one, but as I've said throughout this gameplay, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it right up until the end here. And as always, if we're stuck inside, we might as well game. I will see you in the next game. Have a good night.